Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. I survived. Today I been off for the last 4 days, counting the weekend, and having to go back to work today was a struggle, but I survived it. So let me see. Let's sprinkle this out. Okay, let's see how long this is going to last. Excuse me. Hi, Pat. How are you today? Okay, so far so good on the iPad. We'll see if it lasts more than 5 seconds. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that very, very much. So I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. It was a little rainy on and off here this last weekend. Didn't bother me. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Excuse me. I was just busy working on all kinds of things, and we were running around this weekend. I was trying to think, oh yeah. My husband, for his birthday last month, I purchased a stained glass. Thank you. I appreciate it. I bought him a stained glass class because he's interested in getting into that. So I took him to stained glass, and he's kind of shy. So I went there and I dropped him off, got him all settled, and then I went and ran a few errands and came back, and I sat out in the lobby, and I was so proud of him. He was asking questions, and he did a fantastic job on his little dream catcher that he made. I was very proud of him. But I have some fun things to do. We're not going to do, well, we are going to do some fabric because I have ideas, guys. I have ideas. And I didn't get to all my ideas this weekend. I mean, you'd think in 4 days I could get a ton done. And that my new hat, I love my new hat. I think it's kind of perfect for, you know, those who don't want, I've had people call my art crazy and wild. And so if you don't want crazy, I had to add the bling, but we don't have to have bling on it. So this was my attempt at a little understated hat. Now, of course, I had to have pink. I already had this fabric marbled. It's been sitting in my studio for a while, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I ended up bringing 2 hats home because I wasn't sure which pink would work. So, but this one worked out well. So oh look, the iPad is frozen already. And you know, it just always freezes with the best expression on my face. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But that didn't last long at all. So let me. Hi Tracy, how are you? I'll screenshot that, and afterwards I'll show you how lovely it looks. So tonight we're going to do some fun things. As I said last week, we are going to do some wine glasses. I can't put my hat on right because it'll squish my hair. And I'm good, Tracy. I survived my Monday back to work. So it's just sitting on my head, and it feels all wonky, and it's driving me crazy, but it's on there. So I just wanted everyone to see it. I just love it. I think this is probably my favorite hat so far. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we had a little bit of rain. We had some wind, but Thursday and Friday were absolutely beautiful days. Just beautiful. So I'm going to do some test colors. I mixed some new paint. I created a color yesterday, and so I'm going to test that, make sure it works well. I'm going to work with the colors that are going to go together for a custom project, and then we'll get into the really fun stuff. So let me go grab that fabric. so I don't get in trouble. Okay, so I mixed this. It's a burgundy. I was looking up how to make a burgundy because none of my paints were burgundy. There was some crimson that was a little more on the pink side. There was, you know, some reds that, you know, I deal with all the time. So I mixed one, and we're going to give it a try. Make sure it's really mixed well. I mixed up some new white this weekend, and then after that, I gave up. It took me a long time to get the correct. When I looked up how to mix this, I mixed the way they said to, and I got a burnt orange. I'm just like, well, granted, I did not use the same red that they did, but I used I have a couple reds, and I picked the one that I thought was closest. All right, here we go. Let me put you down, and we'll get started. If I can reach the knob. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So did anyone do anything fun over the weekend? Oops, let me clear this real quick. I see some floaters on here. I did, I'm going to start tossing out my old bottles and my old paint bottles and mixing in new bottles. Because, you know, I keep having trouble with the tips getting clogged, and I think that's in the ones that are kind of old. So I mixed, I have 2 new bottles today. I didn't redo the gray yet, but I did the white and the burgundy. Okay, now we can continue. Oh, you know, I was thinking on Wednesday, I thought, oh, I should clean out my downstairs studio and reorganize and get it all in shape. And, you know, I did not do that. I had to finish the tumbler that I was working on. And got that all done. I've got, it's curing now, so in a couple days I'll scrub it up and get it sparkly and get it shipped. Ooh. I'm glad I have my apron on. Watched a lot of basketball this weekend. My team, I have a couple teams left in there in the tournament, but a lot of my teams lost this weekend. So I'm using the burgundy that I mixed, and then I'm using the regular gray and a light gray. I just thought that might just add a little bit more depth. I thought about just using the light gray instead of the white, but I think I want all of it in there. I'm going to go ahead and comb this pattern tonight. My hair is shedding. I really like this color. pretty good at matching colors and getting a color that's, you know, pretty close to what I want. And I can generally look at it and see what it's missing. I just need a few drops of this. All right, so where'd it go? Here it is. Let me swish through these real quick. All right. Now let's try combing it and see what we get. And of course, last night I was sitting there fussing because I was going to have to go back to work today. And I thought, dang, I should have made a new comb. But I didn't. I can speak. This next weekend, I'm going to set up the gigantic tank and do a little marbling out there. All right. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's so pretty. Please let it print well. So I'm gonna go right over here. This is just a little sample piece of leftover fabric, and I thought it would be perfect to sample this. All right, I'm nervous. That color looks like it floats real well, or very well, I should say. Use proper English. So there's a little bit of white right up here. A little bit of white throughout, mostly light gray, and I think it's pretty. Let's see how it looks when it comes out of the bucket. Oh, and I left my bags in the other room. Let me run and get my bags. You know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something. Hold on. All right. Okay, so let's see. I was going to pull that fabric out of there. Let me get the board up here so I can see it after it's been rinsed. So I'm almost thinking I should just darken it up just a touch, but it looks like it took wonderfully. So hold on, let me get it in a bag. All right. Yay, experiment 1 complete. Let this board drain a minute. Okay. right, let's clean this out, and then we will move on to the next project. I kind of know, I know one of the colors I want to use. This hat is falling clear over my face. I have a child-sized head. Not many brains in this old noggin. And hats have to be, you know, the back of them looks like a child's, you know, with a little tab hanging out because it's pulled so far around. And right now, it's not like that. And it's falling down over my eyes. I guess since you can't see me, it wouldn't matter if I took it off. But I like it. Yeah, I think I might want to just darken that up just a smidge. So I am going to, wait a minute. Let me think here. I was mid-thought and then I changed my mind. How did we do? I've got a little bit of paint right here. Trash bag is falling out of the bucket. Okay. So now I want to do, I have bought another hat and it's fluorescent pink and it has the white on the front and the mesh in the back, the pink mesh in the back, and the bill is bright pink. So I'm going to use, where did my fluorescent pink go? There it is. I'm going to use fluorescent pink, white, light pink. What other color should I use? Any suggestions to go with this? Should I put green with it? So this is the color palette right now. Oops, wrong way. Should I put a little black in it? What do you think? Any suggestions? I don't know. Am I getting... Oh, yeah, there's some. Hi, Diana. You know, Tracy, if you want to come and help me, I would accept the assistance getting my mess cleaned up. Hi, Candy. Thank you. Thanks, Shelly. Thanks, Sharon. So any options that you think sound good with this? I think maybe we'll try a little bit of black. If I can find my black. That's what I get for putting things away. Another one. Where'd it go? Well, we'll make do with this. So we'll use a little bit of black and some pink. Okay, I'm going to start with white. And this is for another hat like I have on. I'm going to start Saturday market soon, so I'm going to have, you know, try to have a few blinged, a few non-blinged, a few with the Idahos on the front, a few just regular marbled hats to get started, see what people might like this year. You know, since I wasn't there last year, I don't know if tastes have changed at all. I mean, they always do. So I thought I'd give a little bit of option because, like I said, not everybody likes a fully marbled hat. I guess not everybody likes hats, but that just boggles my mind. I love hats. But I know my children won't even wear hats. Okay, just a little bit of black. I don't need a ton. Almost out of fluorescent pink. Heaven forbid, that would be a catastrophe. I wanted some pink right there in that gap. There we go. Okay. And now we'll use a little bit of the other pink. Bubbles. I get bubbles. Okay. Now I think I'll drop just a little bit more of this fluorescent in here. Bubbles. And I am going to comb this one as well. I think it's important to have, I have such small pieces of marbled fabric on here that I think it's important to have a smaller design. I could definitely, I'm going to wait until these fully dissipate before I start moving the paint. But I think it's important to have a smaller design when you're using smaller pieces of fabric. Again, I'd love to do a stone pattern for one, but that'll have to happen in the garage because that's way too messy. So I have one more that's still almost there. There we go. And again, I'm just going to put this on a piece of fabric, and then I will apply it to the hat. This is kind of a combination of an idea I had, an idea that I was watching a live that someone did, and then a YouTube video. So it's a compilation of all of those things. As I said on my post, that the circle could have, it could be an oval, it could have an initial in it and the name, or just an initial. It could have, like I'm doing, the state. You could have all kinds of things. And I'm sorry, I think I need more fluorescent pink. Let's see, I need one out here. Okay. Now let's swirl through these. I just have so many ideas and not enough time to actually get things done and work and accomplish all of my ideas. All right. So now let's comb through it again. And I may swirl this one just a little bit more. And just cleaning off those pins. Whew, I just about dropped the napkin in the tank. All right. For a minute, I thought I grabbed the wrong piece of fabric. Get something to push this corner down. It was rolling in very slowly. Okay, let's pull it out and see what we get. Oh, that's pretty. That pink looks very purpley. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. That black looks like it wants to rinse off. I thought I had another bottle of black. Because I had one that was just really finicky. So I may or may not use this, or I may or may not use the section that has any black in it. I may be able to work around it. Yeah, it feels like it wants to run. I'll know more after I rinse it under the tap. Black is just, black and red are my most difficult colors. And if I don't like the way it looks, I'm not putting it on that hat. So I'll do another piece next week. Okay, so let me get this cleaned up. And then I have a fun one to do. So I need to get the trash can moved back over here. I should have brought my husband's little piece of stained glass in here and showed you. So simply because I am doing a wine glass or a couple wine glasses later, I'm going to mix that pink in here. So it just, oh, thank you, Shelley. So it just kind of disappears into the water. It does not hurt it to be there, but it makes it easier to see the design if it's kind of mixed in and not just floating in big chunks under the surface. And now I have all kinds of bubbles. Can you see the bubbles floating around? Let me do one more swipe. I'm still so sad that my Wall Street Journal is no longer published. I mean, you can see how perfectly this fits my tank. All right, there we go. Okay, so I tried this last year and it worked very, very nicely. So we're going to do it again this year. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I might have to buy just plain newsprint. But we're going to do Easter eggs again. So I meant today, this morning, to post. I had them in a little bundle, and they look like a beautiful Easter bouquet. But I think I forgot it. I tell you, just going to work on Mondays is just very hard for me. Okay, so for this one, I definitely want the fluorescent pink. I think we will try some white. And what other color should we put with it? Should I try some of this burgundy with it? I can always rinse it off if I don't like it. I don't know if I like these two together, though. That doesn't feel very Eastery. And this one is just too purpley for me. Yes, you think that looked okay? The burgundy? Because I can do that. I don't want to use the purpley pink. I've got to mix a better pink. I had one mixed, and I didn't write down which one I mixed it with. So, okay, I'm going to tear a piece in half, because I'm just going to do one little one. Oh, teal. That might work. Let's see, let me grab it. I think I'll use that one. I think I'll not do the burgundy, but I'll do the teal and the white and the bright pink. Because we have the eggs that I have. There's a pink one, an orange one, a green, a yellow, a purple, and a teal. Okay, have to start with white. Well, I don't have to, but I generally do. These are so fun to do. I keep thinking, you know, if I ever get my act together and get my house straightened up so there's not crafts in every moment, every square space that's available, I want to put a little, you know, a little basket and put these out. Not that anybody ever comes to our house, but just have a little Easter decoration. If anybody wants them, please let me know. I would be happy to sell them for next to nothing. And they won't cost much to ship. So there's not much of this one. This is one I'm going to need to mix. Oh, what a pretty combination. Oops. Dang, we need more pink. Teal, I forget, teal takes over. Teal is one pushy customer. You know, I want to just go to either on the internet somewhere or the art store or Michael's or Hobby Lobby and just buy paint. Just buy all the paint. We will freestyle this one, and then we'll figure out where we want to dip the egg. I really want to get some paint pouring done too, but I just, like I said, I can't seem to get time between running around on the weekends. You know, we went to the movies, we went to his class. Movies was the weekend before last. Okay, so here we go. Now, I prepared these exactly the same way I did last year, but that does not mean it's going to work the same way. Whew, and it's going to fall off. Okay, so we'll see how we do. We're going in right here. Now there is excess. It will drip, so we'll see. If I don't like it, I can wash it off. But look how much excess is on there. If all that fluorescent doesn't run off there, that's going to be gorgeous. Oh, it's pulling away already. Now, usually I spray them 3 times. And this time I wanted to see what would happen if I do it twice. We may do it next on Easter Monday. May do it again. That one definitely needs to be redone. So I will be, and I don't know if it's the fluorescent on, oh, and I have another idea I got last night. I was just like, ooh, I want to try that. I need to just not work. Everybody buy lots so I can retire, okay? And, what was I saying? I don't know if it's the fluorescent on a plastic. That's okay, we'll try again. They are very pretty colors. We could do just the other pink. I'll mix another pink for next weekend. I mean, for next week. I'll mix it this weekend. And I will probably be going live this weekend as I'm working in the big tank. All right. I don't know what time yet. I have to get the water mix, because it takes a lot more water than just the 2 jugs I have ready. Bubbles. And there's one little dot of teal. I don't like using paper towels because they take out so much of the water. Okay, I'm going to do one more egg. If this egg doesn't work, then we're going to scratch it until next week. So anyway, I usually spray them 3 times, and I only sprayed them twice today. I know some people only spray them once, so they have better luck than I do, apparently. Okay, there we go. So this one I want to use greens. I will not use a fluorescent to see if that makes a difference. Get the base down. And if you're new, I add white as a base. The more paint you have on the surface, the more vibrant your colors are, because there is a lot of pushing going on. Let's see, I want some of this light green. I don't know if it'll show, but we're going to put it in here. Oh. Well, it doesn't want to work, so we were not putting that in there. Shall we try a little yellow with it? I mean, the other green I have is really dark, so let's try a little yellow with it. See those drops? I can see them sinking right away. It was raining out today, so I think the humidity is quite high. And so that could be impacting what's happening here. Look how the green just pushed the white right out of the way. And I'm going to go right in here. It's a green one, so let's see if we have better luck. Now this time the white looks like it wants to misbehave. There's holes in these things, so they get filled with water. But that one looks like it's going to turn out fairly well. We'll see. I could redo it. We'll see what I decide. Whew. Come on. Empty out. Rather have that go back into the tank. See, now that white looks like it's misbehaving in that one. The green and the yellow did fantastic. So let's do one more because I can't resist. Dry my hands. No, I'm not going to do another egg. I think I'm going to need to wipe that one off too. Let me tear some paper. Get this out of here. Boy, that green doesn't want to come out. Let's try, let's do one more. I'm going to try to do orange, maybe, and some green on the yellow one. So let me get a half a sheet of paper. Let me get the bubbles out first. Okay, now a half a sheet. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Okay, fresh paper towel. Okay, let's see, I was going to do orange and green. We're going to not do, I should have shaken that. We're going to not do any white. Now, why am I having the green? Because I was going to do orange and green, right? It almost looked like a paw print the way that fell. Okay, let it push out and then come back in. Oh, my nose is itching. I got to work this morning, and first thing, I had a great big sneezing fit. I wasn't even out of the truck yet, and I'm just sneezing and sneezing. It was so exhausting. Trying to move some of that off of the edge and back into the design. And I think I'm going to put it right here. The green one isn't actually looking too bad. This one looks really good, except instead of yellow, now it looks green and orange. It looks really good. I wish I could find these that were not necessarily a color. See right here where it's pulling away? It is down here too. So this one will need to be redone. Okay, I'm stopping with the eggs. I'm not having good success with eggs tonight. This is the way the green one's looking. See the way the white kind of streaked? It didn't really hold its design. And especially, look at that there. Not happy. And I'll show you the pink one. Whew. About ready to fall off, but see how it's pulled away? I'm going to drop it if I keep turning it, so I'm just going to set it back down. I guess it doesn't matter if it drops because it's getting washed off. See, I should have gone with my first instinct and stopped with the eggs. It's so fun though. I still have orange along there. Hey, let me get it out with a paper towel. And my hat is falling down over my eyes again. Checking my hands before I touch my hat. All right, bubbles, bubbles. All right, so now let's do the wine glasses. I have my little floral frogs ready to accommodate them. That I put them on there to keep them up so the whole bottom is not touching. It's only touching on a few little pins. So now what color should I do? Decisions. I'm feeling a little bit of the teal and the white. What should I put with them? I don't want to use the fluorescent, and this tape is not sticking. Oh, that's why, because I usually, electrical tape sticks really well. Should I just do white and teal? Let's look. I'm afraid to use a heavily, teal and brown. I've not tried brown. I love teal and brown together. All right, let's do it. And I'm going to use an off-white instead of white. Let me get them shaken up. I did a scarf that was teal and brown, and it was so pretty. And I also have done I could do a teal and a light purple. Let's try the teal and brown. I've not done that. Is that going to look pretty on the glass? If we don't like it, I can wipe it off and do it again. Okay, where did I put the teal? Here it is. Okay. Anyway, that scarf turned out really pretty. I also did a teal and red. That was really, really pretty. Standing here looking around like I don't know what I'm doing. This is kind of just a buff color. I usually use it when I use brown. I'm not a fan of white and brown together. Oh, you know what I could do? I may have just changed my mind. I've never done you know me, I didn't do subtle very well. Let's use, I've got the brown. And I have this kind of red brown, I don't know what color it is. And then this is raw sienna. So we've just, and you know, for people who don't necessarily like a ton of color, I mean, there'll still be color. It'll just be more neutral. Oh, this is so not me. All right, let me go get the glasses. And again, I've only sprayed these twice as well. So let me see if I can get them on my hands. And I did not tape them off. I wanted a very organic bottom. Oh, they look like they turned out really well so far. What do you think? Was that a good color choice? Nothing like changing gear midstream. And it came up just a little bit higher on those glasses than I normally do. And I usually try to tape them off because it drives me crazy that it's not a perfect line. Thank you, Neha. And I made myself do just an organic bottom. It ends where it ends. But hopefully for next Monday, I have a fun idea. If I can get it all done, I'll be happy. We'll see how these dry and see if it was a good idea or not. Some of these colors really love just hugging this side. You know, it's going to be weird once I start market again. I'm going to have to, you know, mix water at least every other week, because that's when I'm... Yes, it would. I seal them, but they still cannot go in the dishwasher. All hand wash. But it's a custom painted glass, so I don't think it's too bad. I ate off of my Shine, Let Your Light Shine plate this weekend. It was so fun. And it literally, you know, I got done and I took it over the sink and washed it, dried it, and put it away. It was not a big deal. I want to do another plate as well, but it didn't prep it. Okay, so there's that. Let me put these colors away. As I tip everything over. Now, we're going to do another piece of cloth. Not even sure it's going to fit all the way in here, but we're going to see. So let's use some bright colors. I'm going to use teal, pink, yellow, and white. I know exactly the look that I want to get. And you'll see I'm going to do something special with it. It may or may not work out, but I'm going to give it a try. It's one of those things when you're standing there looking at something and you get an idea. That's where I was on, what day was it? Thursday. I was standing there looking at something and I went, So we're going to use teal first because it is very pushy. I didn't measure my bins, so I'm hoping this is going to work out right. Even if it doesn't, it's okay. Let's do yellow next. Of course, you know me, not a lot of yellow. That's more than I wanted. Let's add a little bit more. Well, let's add the pink. It might push that out of the way. All right. So now I'm going to move the paint back and forth, and then we'll see if we need some more drips. Actually, I kind of like the balance of color. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and comb it. I wasn't going to, but I am. Look how pretty my napkin is. I love that teal and that neon pink together. I also love teal gray and black together. If I can get my black to behave. Tonight is not the night for that. Right, and now I am going to that is my design. Now I'm not liking the texture in the white, but hopefully we'll see how it looks on the fabric. All right, here we go. Okay, rinse bucket over here. Oh, this is going to be, if it turns out like I think it might, it's going to be pretty. Now, as long as I don't lose too much of that pink, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna let it sit there a minute. I'll get the board up here, so I'll bring it out. Thank you. All right. Let me get the board back up here. So there it is. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I hope this works. Okay, let me move this so I don't fall in the bucket. So here we go. We're going to come back up. Let me see if I can reach it. T-Rex arms, T-Rex arms. All right, that's what I have tonight. We're going to redo the eggs next week. We'll look at the, I'll show you the wine glasses tomorrow. I don't want to disturb them tonight. We'll see how they look. We may or may not redo them. And then if I get to work on the project where I just printed later, do you want to watch? Or would you just rather be surprised? So let me know. So thank you so much for being here, each and every one of you. I appreciate you more than I can even say. And I wish you an absolutely fantastic week. Remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it might just make their day. Thank you, Shelley. Okay, well, if I can get it in, it may be after I mix water on Friday. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I hope it works. So take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye.